Hey y'all, BEEBOSSY'S here. What's the word, yo? I look hit. That should be my line. I look hit because every time I want to do a fucking random thought video, what's on my mind, I be looking hit. Anyways, y'all, we're still in crisis mode. Pandemic still taking place. Damn, I should have went to Jerome first. Anyways, I'm on my way to Family Dollar, one of the most ghetto places on earth. Anyways, I wanted to talk briefly, real quick, about cross-contamination and how I literally have not an ounce of makeup on, yo, not an ounce, nothing. I know you can tell. And I don't have my weave on, my lace, you hear me? My fake pony. Anywho's, so yeah, cross-contamination. You keep hearing now new articles talking about how, oh, people look stupid wearing the gloves because they wear it one place, then they wear it another place, and you're cross-contaminating. My little coche. Yeah, I'm that old. So yeah, you keep hearing about cross-contamination and how wearing gloves is making it worse and so forth. So what the fuck? You want me out here with no gloves, touching every fucking thing? Like, that don't make no sense to me either. Before, we were all in glove mode. We were all touching shit, all right, freely for the most part. And that's how fucking quote unquote corona, COVID-19 started to spread. They said it's on delivery packages. So let's say the delivery man doesn't wear no gloves because he's like, oh, cross-contamination. And there's nowhere, because I read an article that said, oh, don't wear gloves, cross-contamination. Just try and stop at every store to wash your hands. What fucking store has a fucking sink readily available to be washed hands when we're in a fucking quarantine? Nothing's fucking open, you dumbass. The supermarket and essentials, all right? The list is so short, I can't even name it. So I'm supposed to be fucking washing my hands at every fucking pit stop. And if that was to be true or available, do you know how long the lines would probably fucking be? The lines are long already for the fucking supermarket. I wouldn't be surprised if I hit a fucking line when I get to Family Dollar now because of fucking social distancing. Shit is making everything take extra long. Someone I know was at the supermarket from 12 to 3 because they had to wait outside the line to get in. Then they had to wait inside on the line to pay. So shit is getting crazy. The more you tell people that they shouldn't supermarket shop now at this point, the more they're gonna want to fucking do it, because they're gonna be scared that if they don't do it now, they can't do it later. The supermarkets are like barely able to restock because the deliveries are coming in less because people are getting sicker, and the shelves are like so bare. It's actually like sad and worrisome. Yep, I'm scratching my face with my gloves. I haven't touched anything since I came outside whatsoever. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be doing that stuff either anyways. But anyways, so what's gonna happen after this whole crisis pandemic starts to like, fuck it, what's gonna happen when this shit is a thing of the past? Like, you know, hopefully, this is the line to Family Dollar. All because of fucking social distancing. Shorty got her gloves on. What kind of life are we living, y'all? Like 3-4 months from now and shit, when are people still gonna continue with the social distancing? Or like, that's my worry. Like, I get it, yeah, it's a good thing, but at the same time, like, shit makes life a lot harder for the most part. I'm not even gonna hold you. They gonna let me in here? No, there's a line. Yep, there's a fucking line for Family Dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 whole fucking people for fucking Family Dollar. Now, all my ghetto people fucking know. Family Dollar be having like 2 cash registers open if you're lucky on a really, really good day. So why am I even here? Fucking juice. Niggas in my apartment drink juice like it's fucking air. They inhale that shit. Not me, I'm good with fucking water. I'm good with water. Shit, I'm not a very thirsty person. My eyebrows are crazy. Ah! The train. Yep, I live in the ghetto. Ghetto. So yeah, y'all. Here we are. I'm gonna show you the line right now. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about cross-contamination real quick and how like whether you wear gloves or not, it's still cross-contamination. You know what I'm saying? If I take my gloves off right now and I touch this, and then I touch my money, or then I touch my the pole, or a box of cereal, or a gallon of milk, and I go home, like it's all cross-contamination. We've been doing cross-contaminating since forever. That's why shit is spreading, not because of the fucking gloves. And most of us who do not have access to these PPE materials like gloves and masks have no choice but to recycle. It was also recommended to recycle because of the shortage of PPE available. So for those people who are poor, who can't afford to buy, $20 of gloves, because now it used to cost like $2.49 in the 99-cent store. Now that shit costs, if they have it, $10 or better. They making bank off of these gloves, you know what I'm saying? And these masks and Lysol. My friend told me she paid $20 for Lysol. The fuck? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Come on, because it just goes to show that at the end of the day, it's the poor who suffer the most. Who suffer the most and who are unable to survive crises. You know what I'm saying? In all ways, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's hardest on us because unlike people like Kylie Jenner, who's quarantined in her fucking acres upon acres, niggas is fucking limited to square inches. You know what I'm saying? Or square feet, whatever it is. I ain't smart like that. I'm not an architect. But the point is that if you're literally listening to the government and staying quarantined for a month now, literally 30 days that you haven't come out your apartment, no need to whatsoever, yeah, you're gonna go fucking crazy. You're gonna fucking go crazy. Now, if you're being quarantined in the fucking massive ass mansion with a pool and hills to climb and fucking rooms upon rooms to hide in and a movie theater in, you might enjoy being home. You might enjoy. If you're a poor person who's been working your ass off, this is a good break for you. A scary one, but a good break. So yeah, my point is that poor people, it's hard for us to survive this type of shit. We got niggas out here charging you $20 a fucking Lysol. Yo, I read somewhere some guy makes $2,000 a day alone off of selling PPE in the streets. Bro, $2,000 a day? That's wild. That's wild to me. And healthcare workers will get arrested if they try to steal PPE or hoard and take it home, whatever the case is. I think that they should give a box of masks and gloves to each healthcare worker if they can for their loved ones, because we're out here risking our fucking lives, right? Maybe there would be more PPE available if people who didn't have to come out here would stay the fuck home. Alright? If you don't have to come fucking out here, stay the fuck home. Stop fucking using PPE just to fucking look cool and take fucking pictures. Alright? Shit is whack. That's the kind of shit we're living in. Fucking ghetto ass Family Dollar, because people are so crazy. Has to have a fucking wood thing on their door, and they lock people in once you go in, and the door is locked. You can't come out. Can't just open the door from the outside type shit. By the way, that's where the government decided to take parkaway space to do a parking lot for a fucking golf course. A fucking golf course that no one in the fucking Bronx looks forward to even going or even knows exists. or has ever attended in plane. But yeah, let me take out to Montefiore right quick. My phone's like on 3%, y'all. Okay, y'all. My phone is like literally like on 2% at this point. So I'm just gonna record right quick Montefiore and trucks that are there. They might not even let me record. They're on some next level. So I don't know if you guys can see. That's the ramp. These are all the trucks that are never there. That suddenly are there. I don't know if you guys can see well because of my phone. Homie want to stand right there on purpose. So yeah, 4 trucks with ramps. I hope you guys can see. My phone's dying. Fuck, I can't even see what's on my screen because it's so dark. I hope you guys did see. So yeah, those trucks are never normally there. Rumor has it in the community, they're there for all the bodies that they can't house within their morgue downstairs and so forth. So yeah, that's that, y'all. Stay safe, spread love, not germs. I was gonna show you how close I live to there, but then my boyfriend will get mad at me. He swears I'm that famous. One day, not today, but one day. Anyways, y'all, stay woke, spread love, not germs, and be careful out here in these streets. Hopefully it's almost over. Right? Have a good one. It's beautiful out here. It's really hot. Okay, y'all. So people say that 5G is causing corona. And I had a thought right now, but I forgot it. But I was thinking like, one of my thoughts was the government creating 5G. I don't understand what's the point of 5G. Like, how much more better do you want to communicate with people? Like, when is man gonna be happy with the level of communication that we have without being physical? And can we start focusing on being physical again? Because this social distancing is just gonna make us less physical going forward. That's a whole fact. People are gonna rely on internet and things of that nature at an all-time greatness. And I guess that's why we're gonna need 5G actually. They're gonna say, people are like, the internet rate is dramatic and we need something quicker, faster, more accessible, more able, with more features. 5G is why you need this, because people aren't being as, physically social anymore. They want to do Zoom and WhatsApp and lives and Facebook and streams, all these things online that have been happening now due to corona. So the internet traffic, that's been a little term lately, internet traffic, has been crazy. I remember back in the day we used to have internet traffic because it was so slow. And then they came out with Wi-Fi and all that shit. So I guess that's what they're doing now, making internet so slow so we could demand. Because they never impose anything on us. They do, but they do it in a way where we feel like we ask for it. So people will ask for more internet. They're going to ask for quicker internet. Because we no longer have patience. We no longer are patient enough to wait for an internet website to load 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We can't even wait 5 seconds. If it's 5 seconds, it's like, why is my phone so slow? Don't mind me, y'all. My nails are broken. Obviously, the fucking nail salons are closed. So a bitch out here by the day getting more and more hit. Eyebrows not done. Can't even get a hair fucking wash and set. It's alright though. I'm still alive. That's what matters most importantly. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking, like, what's the effects of 5G? Like, have they ever tested what happens when humans come in contact with 5G? Like, who's setting this 5G up? Because apparently online scientists say that the conspiracy of 5G being related to coronavirus is utter rubbish. I just read an article online when I googled 5G coronavirus, and that's what came up. So, like, there's just no side effects to 5G whatsoever. Like, how do we know? Obviously, they're not testing for this. They're not going around, like, putting people in a room and putting them with 5G and seeing how they react. Old, young, non-asthmatic, some asthmatic. You know how they do a controlled and non-controlled testing. So, are they doing studies that, like, does it show, okay, people who had coronavirus, 95% didn't have 5G, or 80 did have, or were close to somewhere where a 5G had just recently been installed or something like that. That's usually how studies go. So yeah, oh my god, my eyebrows are crazy. What the fuck? Wow. How dare I? I'm not saying like corona is fake. I'm not. People are dying. That's the truth. That's the whole truth. What I'm saying is we're not seeing any type of studies related to coronavirus. Like the economical studies, like due to coronavirus, supermarkets have made so and so much more. You haven't seen those type of studies just yet. Or studies like due to coronavirus, the MTA has this is such amount less trains. Usually they always have those studies coming out. Oh, due to this, the MTA has way more trains, less people. They always have those type of studies. I haven't seen or heard of those studies. I haven't heard of studies of domestic violence, like has it gone up? You know, that's assumed. That's definitely assumed. There was something else I was thinking that I haven't heard much about, that normally in other situations you would have heard about these type of studies being done already, or numbers projected or estimated. I haven't heard. So let me think about that for a second, because I had one. Now I kind of know. Now I kind of remember. I haven't seen health studies either. Like, so far out of the so-and-so numbers, 80% were 65 and older, or da-da-da-da. Like, they're just saying people, but they're not really saying numbers. Usually you always see those type of numbers. Like when it's the flu, you always see those numbers yearly. Corona, you don't know much about it. I guess maybe they don't know much about it, but they do know something, because they have coronavirus as something Lysol kills on the bottle. So there's not something unheard of to the government before about coronavirus itself. Different strands, yes, but they know of coronavirus. So obviously this has to have been around for a long time. It's just for some reason all of a sudden it spread dramatically. You know, Lysol says it in the back, like kills coronavirus. And in our job we have microcidal wipes, whatever they call, purple tops for my healthcare workers, and it says it kills coronavirus on there. It's been saying that. That's not new. It's been saying that, you know, before this whole thing happened. So that lets me know these health people in the world knew there was some type of coronavirus strand out there. This is the Navid, COVID-19, the novel. So how many different strands are there? What do they know about these strands? And when was the first time they heard of this strand? Because obviously this is the first time to us, but not to them. And they should do studies like, okay, people all of a sudden in this place have coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. We're so-and-so age. We're not really seeing those numbers just yet, I guess, because it's still in effect, maybe. But we have very little information about this. And I'm not trying to know firsthand information, like experience. God bless those people who are going through it and who lost loved ones to it. Rest in peace, nonetheless. I feel like a little very uninformed about all this shit, and there's a lot of different information going out there. You don't know who to believe, what to believe now in this time of internet and false reports and all this. So I think the government should take the people's interest, because a lot of people are talking about this. They did protests. They burned down some 5G towers all over the world in protest to believing that 5G is causing corona. So obviously a big number of people think this. Maybe the government should look into this. Why aren't they? Why haven't they commented about it? Why are they only debunking it instead of actually maybe looking into it? This is something new. Anyways, y'all, what y'all think? That's me over and out for now. Broken nails and all. Y'all know we out here looking hit one day at a time, more and more. My real nails broke off with acrylics. Y'all bitches know what I'm talking about.